And we are live, and welcome everyone to my WrestleMania 33 predictions video. Of course, in this video, I will be giving you all my previews and predictions for WrestleMania 33, which is live this Sunday night on the WWE Network. Of course, I'm very excited for WrestleMania 33. Every WrestleMania, I'm very excited because, of course, WrestleMania is the granddaddy of them all. And this year, it's being built the ultimate thrill ride. So, very excited to watch WrestleMania this Sunday on the WWE Network. I think overall, this is a good card for the most part. And, like I always say, if a lot of these matches get the right amount of time, no screwy finishes, no bullshit like that, this card has the potential to be a very good to great card. I mean, there are some really good matches on this card that have the potential to deliver. There are some that could end up being like a sleeper hit or whatnot. So, like I said, guys, I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania 33 because, like I said, it's WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all. And let's not waste any more time. Let's get right down to my predictions video. So, let's start off with the kickoff show. Now, keep this in mind, guys. This show has 13 matches, 2 on the pre-show, 11 on the main show. That is crazy, but I hope all these matches get the right amount of time that they need. So let's start off with the first match. It's on the kickoff, of course. We're going to start off with the kickoff show. First match, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Right off the bat, when I look at this, like who's in the match, I have to go with 2 guys. Either Braun Strowman, despite the fact that he lost clean to Roman Reigns at Fastlane, I still think WWE has big plans for him. They want to make him the top monster on Raw, so either I see him winning or I could possibly see Dolph Ziggler winning. Because Dolph Ziggler hasn't really had a big WrestleMania moment, He's won some matches at WrestleMania, but he's never had a big WrestleMania moment. So I think this would be the big moment you can give him right here, have him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But if it's not going to be Dolph Ziggler, it's going to be Braun Strowman. Now I know I got to make a prediction. I got to pick one, obviously. So I'm going to go with Braun Strowman. I think WWE still wants to push him well, push him strong, making that monster heel on Raw. Yes, he lost momentum by getting beat clean by Roman at Fastlane, but I still think they want to make him a dominant monster and whatnot. So, like I said, I had 2 picks. Strowman, Ziggler, ironically, one's from Raw, one's from SmackDown. But my sole pick to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is Braun Strowman, and I think it keeps the theme of big guys. I think it keeps the theme of big guys winning. It keeps it going. Cesaro won in 2014. He won the inaugural Battle Royal, of course. Big Show won in 2015 at WrestleMania 31, and last year Baron Corbin won. So I think to keep that theme going and everything, they're gonna have Braun Strowman win. So I picked Strowman to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Next on the kickoff show, we have the Cruiserweight Championship match. Neville defending against Austin Aries. This I'm really excited for. Now, I really wish this would be on the main show because it is the Cruiserweight Championship and it's Austin Aries and Neville. I mean, holy shit, who'd ever thought that Austin Aries and Pac, would face off in a big match like this at a WrestleMania. So, yes, they are on the show technically, but they're not on the main show. They're on the kickoff show, but still they're competing at WrestleMania. So I am excited for this. And I really hope this match gets the time it needs. I hope Austin Aries and Neville just go out there and are allowed, WWE lets them just be themselves and just they go out there and tear the house down because this could be a hell of a Cruiserweight Championship match. Now, as far as my prediction goes, I could see Neville retaining. I could see Austin Aries winning the Cruiserweight Championship. Neville, I think, has done well as the heel since turning heel at I almost said Showboat Roadblock, and excuse me, and as the king of the cruiserweights, as he calls himself, he's just been doing well. He beat Rich Swann at the Royal Rumble to win the championship. He beat Jack Gallagher at Fastlane in what I thought was one of the better cruiserweight matches I've seen since the division debuted on Raw. I could see him winning. Yeah, I could also see Austin Aries winning because Austin Aries, you know, I feel like this is his chance to really shine. You know, he was doing good on NXT, and then it looked like he was going toward a feud with him and Hideo Itami, but then Itami got hurt, and then, of course, Austin Aries got hurt when Nakamura cracked his eye socket unintentionally with a roundhouse kick, and Aries was out of action for, you know, a good amount of months, and he was doing commentary on 205 Live and on Raw during Cruiserweight matches. So I feel like even though there were a couple more things he could have done on NXT, I feel like him being in the Cruiserweight division was what the Cruiserweight division needed. So I could see Austin Aries winning the title, holding the title for maybe 2-3 months, helping to revitalize the brand, the division, you know, because it's just been watered down badly. I don't care for the Cruiserweight. You know, I don't care for 205 Live. I don't care for the division itself, sadly, except for this match. And there's some great talent in the Cruiserweight division. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Austin Aries walks out the Cruiserweight champion. Like I said, I can see either one of these guys walking out the champion, but I'm going to go with a wild card pick, and I will pick Austin Aries to win the Cruiserweight championship. Like I said, I think if booked right, he can do great things as Cruiserweight champion, and hopefully he can revitalize that division. So now we move on to the main show. First match we have is the Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match. Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson defending against Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and Cesaro and Sheamus. And right off the bat, guys, I think this is finally the time for Enzo and Big Cass to win the Tag Team Championships. They never won the Tag Team Championships on NXT. I think this is finally their moment to shine. So I'm picking Enzo and Big Cass to win the ladder match. I pick them to, you know, literally ascend to the top of the ladder and retrieve those tag team championships. They do deserve it. You know, I love Gallows and Anderson, but they have just been the victims of shit booking. They won the tag team championships from Cesaro and Sheamus, and then they fucking got jobbed out to Roman Reigns 3 weeks in a row. I've already said what I've had to say about Cesaro and Sheamus. This should be a good, fun match. You know, for the past 2 years, we've had a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. This time we're mixing it up and we're doing a ladder match for the Tag Team Championship, which I think is great because that takes it back to like WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 17, when it was the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys reinventing the tag team division with those classic ladder matches. So I think this is going to be a good, fun ladder match. I hope it delivers. I hope it's like one of those sleeper hits. But my pick is Enzo and Cass to finally win the Raw Tag Team Championships. And hopefully they'll get better booking. Hopefully they'll hold on to those belts for a while. And hopefully they will ultimately help revitalize their division. And don't get me wrong, the SmackDown Tag Team division isn't that good as well. You know, there's a real lack of talent and depth in the tag team division on the main roster. So I'm hoping with an Enzo and Cass Tag Team Championship run that we'll get something better, like a revitalization, like I said, of the tag team division. So my pick to win the ladder match is Enzo and Big Cass. Speaking of the tag team division, real quick, I just wanted to, I don't forget this. The New Day, of course, is hosting WrestleMania 33, and I'm sure they're going to do fine. I just don't want them to overdo or overstay their welcome as hosts. They're most likely going to introduce the New Day Ice Cream Pops, which I'm looking forward to that. But don't let these guys just, you know, don't let them overstay their welcome. You know, have them being the host, or at least their opening segment or some segment during the show, have it lead to something. Whether a change in the tag team division, the return of the Hardys, the debut of the Revival, whatever. Or even a split. The New Day finally splits. Or Big E, you know, this was something of a wild card idea I had in my mind, but maybe have Big E turn on Xavier and Kofi and have him align himself with Triple H, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe. But based on what I remember the Lex Man saying in his predictions video, he doesn't think the New Day will split at WrestleMania because the New Day Pops are coming out. They're the hosts. So if not a split, have something big happen, like a new tag team debuts or a former tag team returns or something that's going to shake up the tag team division. So we'll see how New Day does. Now getting back to the main show, I talked about the Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match. We move on now to the Raw Women's Championship match, the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match between the defending champion Bayley and the challengers Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Nia Jax. Okay. When this was made an elimination match, it, to me, took away a little bit of the surprise element. Because I was thinking if it was a regular Fatal 4-Way and Sasha Banks was to turn heel, I figured she would take advantage of something Bayley did and pin whoever Bayley took down, whether it was Charlotte or Nia, and score the pinfall, win the Raw Women's Championship, and then you go from there, build Sasha as the heel, rebuild Bayley as the underdog and the babyface champion or contender or whatever, and then have them clash at SummerSlam. Now that it's an elimination match, there's not really much of a surprise element. But the question is, could Bayley get eliminated first or could she get eliminated second? There is some surprise, but I'm not too thrilled for this match being elimination because, like I said, it takes away a little bit of the element of surprise. Now, the only thing that's unpredictable is who's going to get eliminated first and second. Because, like I said, there could be a chance that Bayley gets eliminated like second or even first, but I doubt it. I think the way it's going to go down is Nia Jax gets eliminated first because it's going to take all three of them to beat Nia. And then either Charlotte gets eliminated or Bayley gets eliminated, and it comes down to Sasha versus Charlotte. So I do pick Sasha Banks to win this. I think she's going to win. She's going to turn heel, and you have the court. You can start setting the course for SummerSlam, a big-time Sasha Bayley rematch in Brooklyn. Because honestly, I think Bayley needs to they need to take that belt off Bayley. She hasn't been booked properly as Raw Women's Champion, and it's a damn shame because she was a great NXT Women's Champion, yet she has not been that same champion on the Raw, in the Raw Women's division. And I've already said my grievances about what I don't like about Raw multiple times. So this has potential to be another good to very good match. It's the top 4 women on Raw getting the chance to shine. So, like I said, I'm picking Sasha Banks to win, turn heel, and walk out the brand new Raw Women's Champion. We will see if Bayley is the last eliminated or if she's the second eliminated, and it comes down to Sasha and Charlotte again. We'll see what happens. But that is what I'm interested in. What role, when will Bayley get eliminated? Second, last? Will they pull a swerve and have her get eliminated first? We'll see. But as far as the prediction goes, I pick Sasha Banks to walk out the Raw Women's Champion. Moving on to the SmackDown Women's Division, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship match. The defending champion, Alexa Bliss, taking on, so far, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Natalya, Naomi, and Mickie James. So that's practically the entire SmackDown Women's Division. Now, my good friend Gene from Botch Spot, Botch, oh my god, I don't want to botch this. Botch BSP Wrestling Show. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. I didn't want to botch it. I'm sorry, Gene. But anyway, he asked me, could I see Eva Marie returning because it's open to all women on the SmackDown roster? And of course, Eva Marie, for now, still on the SmackDown Women's roster, even after getting suspended before SummerSlam. And yeah, she hasn't appeared on SmackDown for quite some time. But with the report that WWE will not be renewing her contract, I don't see Eva Marie returning. Now, in terms of a surprise entrant being a new superstar, a former face, Asuka is a very big, possibility. Asuka, I already said yesterday in my NXT TakeOver predictions video, I don't see Asuka walking out of NXT TakeOver Orlando the champion. I see Ember Moon throwing her for the NXT Women's Championship. So that could ultimately be the call for Asuka to come up to the main roster, sign with SmackDown, challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and most likely win it. If it's a multi-woman challenge, because it doesn't look like it's going to be a gauntlet match. If it's a multi-woman match, you know, and they don't give Asuka the championship, she doesn't have to be pinned. If there's a new champion, you know, like Naomi, who returned on to SmackDown on Tuesday, they could have Naomi pin Alexa, Nikki, Natalya, whoever. If Asuka wins, you could have her debut as a face. You could have her debut as a heel. Because I'm thinking if this was a gauntlet match, Naomi was to win, and then Daniel Bryan comes out and says, well, there's one more competitor, Naomi, you have to defeat in order to hold on to that title. She's the newest signee to SmackDown Live, and then out comes Asuka. If Asuka knocks Naomi out with one of those kicks and beats her for the championship just like that, you've got a Naomi Asuka feud to start off with after Mania, and that could be an interesting story because it's Naomi. She's back in her hometown. She looks like she appears to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, but then Asuka comes out. Asuka smashes her dreams, takes the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her. You got somewhat of a compelling story right there. I'd like to see that happen. Now, if you do Asuka debuting as a face, I think you could have her win the title and then feud with Alexa Bliss, beat Alexa Bliss, and then you could probably turn Becky Lynch heel and have a big-time Becky Lynch-Asuka match for later on in the summer. But that's assuming Asuka debuts. So if she does debut on the main roster, I got to go with Asuka to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. How do you not give her that title when she's the hottest women's wrestler, literally and figuratively, on NXT? She's having her last match most likely in NXT tomorrow night at NXT TakeOver Orlando, and then she debuts at WrestleMania. How do you not give her the title? So I have two predictions. If Asuka debuts in this match, she wins the SmackDown Women's Championship. If she doesn't, then I pick Naomi to win the SmackDown Women's Championship because that would be a fitting homecoming for Naomi. She got injured unexpectedly, but she's back. She's ready to fight for the title. I could see her getting her redemption, so to speak, winning the title that she never lost because she had to forfeit it due to injury. So so I have two predictions for this match. Assuming Asuka debuts, she wins the SmackDown Women's Championship. Assuming Asuka doesn't debut, Naomi walks out SmackDown Women's Champion. So I predict there will be a new SmackDown Women's Champion. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out. And I'm very happy that the SmackDown women are getting showcased. They get their chance to shine on the main card because they were originally scheduled for the kickoff show, but now both the Raw and SmackDown women's divisions have a chance to shine. Very happy for the SmackDown women because it's not just 4 women, not the same 4 women. It's pretty much every SmackDown women's wrestler on that roster. So I'm happy they both get the chance to they all get the chance to shine. And like I said, I predict there will be a new SmackDown Women's Champion. It's either going to be Asuka if she debuts or it will be Naomi if Asuka does not debut. Next, we have the Intercontinental Championship match. The champion, Dean Ambrose, defending against Baron Corbin. This is one of those matches, guys, that I wish had a stipulation. Given the history between these two in recent weeks, Corbin throwing Ambrose through the pod, one of those pods in the Elimination Chamber, and then nearly crushing Dean Ambrose with a freaking forklift, you would think they'd have some kind of like backstage brawl or a boiler room brawl like my good friend Daniel Geiser suggested, or some kind of like Falls Count Anywhere match. But it's just going to be a regular Intercontinental Championship match, a standard wrestling match. So I think this still has potential to be a good match. I've enjoyed the build. I'm surprised on SmackDown Live they didn't do anything on the go-home show other than on Talking Smack, this like interview conducted by Tom Phillips where they were in separate rooms because they couldn't be in the same room with each other because they tear one another apart, which I thought that was clever. You know, it's good to see something like that. But I would have liked to have seen them actually mix it up a little bit. Some kind of like backstage brawl or something, and then you had a stipulation, and there you go. Intercontinental Championship match set. But I'm still looking forward to this. I love Dean Ambrose, but I picked Baron Corbin to win the Intercontinental Championship. I feel like his time is now. I feel like his time is, I mean, think about it. Baron Corbin 1 year ago was an unexpected entrant in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and since then he's been on a hell of a roll. He's had great booking. Yes, he had multiple matches with Dolph Ziggler, which I got sick and tired of real fast on Raw. But since coming to SmackDown Live, he's been killing it. He hasn't really lost many matches. He's just been killing it as this big monster heel. He's awesome. I mean, he eliminated Braun freaking Strowman from the Royal Rumble match 2 months ago. Everything is just going so well for Baron Corbin. I see no reason why he should not walk out the Intercontinental Champion come Sunday at WrestleMania. So Baron Corbin is my pick to become the new Intercontinental Champion. Next up, we have the United States Championship match. Chris Jericho defending against Kevin Owens. This is one of the few Raw matches that has had some great build. Jericho, Jericho and Jericho and Owens, they have had just their chemistry from the first time they teamed up to now following their split. I mean, their chemistry has just been great. Whether it's been as friends or as enemies lately. It's been great. Owens as Universal Champion, Jericho his best friend, Jericho doing whatever he could to help Owens retain the championship. And then there was the Festival of Friendship. And after that, that's when the split happened. Kevin Owens savagely assaulted Chris Jericho. He threw him through the Geritron 5000 face first. It was crazy. I love the build for this match. This is one of the few matches on Raw that I've really enjoyed the build to. They've barely touched. They had that tag team match, but other than that, they've been attacking one another from behind. I love it. Jericho put Owens on the list on Monday night. Owens finally made the list, and he was the only one on that list. This one piece of paper on the list was completely dedicated to Kevin Owens. So I think this is going to be one hell of a match, and I think Kevin Owens will walk out the United States champion. The thing about this match is that the build's been so great that it doesn't really need the United States championship. Granted, I think it's great that Kevin Owens is going to most likely walk out the United States champion. When Jericho won the United States championship, I thought that was great. And he hasn't really defended it that much. He's only defended it once, I believe, and that was against Roman Reigns. But other than that, Kevin Owens, I see him walking out United States champion. I don't see why Jericho needs to hold on to the United States championship. I think Jericho's leaving WWE after WrestleMania for a while. So, yeah, my prediction is Kevin Owens to walk out the brand new WWE United States champion. Should be a hell of a match. And I just hope as U.S. champion that Kevin Owens has better booking and a better run than he did as the Universal champion. Next up, we have the unique mixed tag team match. We have John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maryse. This has been one of the best hyped matches from SmackDown Live. And in my opinion, one of the best hyped matches on this card. When I heard about this match, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maryse, I didn't necessarily think it was a horrible match, but I just was like, really? Like that? Like, yes, John Cena's not in the world title picture, but a mixed tag team match, it just didn't really scream WrestleMania to me. But the build has been great. From Nikki Bella inadvertently, running into Maryse a couple times early on in February, to Maryse attacking Nikki, to Miz, shooting his mouth out at John Cena, claiming John Cena's not fake or not real, he's fake, everything. The verbal jabs they've thrown at each other have been great. But the icing on the cake has to be, without a doubt, the total Bella's bullshit skits that Miz and Maryse have done. Miz dressed like John Cena, wearing John Cena's gear, talking in that monotone, robotic voice like John Cena. Maryse looking fine as hell, and them big-ass boobies dressed like Nikki Bella. I mean, it's been great. And the season finale that they did on Tuesday with Miz dressed like Daniel Bryan, short as hell with that stubby little beard, and Maryse as Brie Bella, and then Miz just taking off all the John Cena gear and just shooting at John Cena, and then Cena coming out shooting on Miz. I mean, that was great stuff. I'm so looking forward to seeing just how. Do I think this is going to be a great match? No. I think it's going to be a good, fun match. I'm just looking forward to seeing how this thing plays out because I really love how SmackDown Live has gotten me invested in this feud. And I'm really excited to see just how it plays out. As far as a prediction goes, even though I've heard the rumors that John Cena is going to most likely take time off from WWE following WrestleMania, I'm gonna go with him and Nikki Bella to win this match. There is going to be Al Roker. He's going to be the guest ring announcer. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I think Cena and Nikki win this match. But I hope Miz and Maryse don't lose any momentum. I hope that Miz gets a well-deserved WWE Championship shot and run by the end of 2017. I know it's still April. Well, it's going to be April officially tomorrow. But I'm just saying, like, I know it's still early in the year, but I think Miz deserves a championship run by SummerSlam. I mean, he's been doing great stuff as a heel. He's the best heel on SmackDown. Him and Maryse are great. I pick Cena and Nikki to win, but I hope after this, Miz and Maryse still, that they don't lose any momentum. They keep doing their thing, and I hope Miz gets a championship shot before the end of the year. Hopefully by SummerSlam, he's in the title picture. Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. Now, this is another match that does not have a stipulation. I feel like it does deserve a stipulation. And this is another match that when I first heard about it, I never said that AJ Styles was being wasted in a match like this. But I personally felt he should have been in another kind of match, a bigger profile match like against a Nakamura or Balor. But once again, SmackDown Live does a great job of getting me invested in this feud and getting me excited for the match. After AJ Styles loses the WWE Championship to John Cena at the Royal Rumble, he wins twice. Opportunities to challenge for the championship, especially after Randy Orton decided he was not going to fight Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt was the champion and Bray was his master. And after then losing his opportunity to Randy Orton, because Randy Orton, of course, turned his back on Bray Wyatt and burned down the Wyatt family compound, he lost it. He was angry. He felt Shane McMahon screwed him over one too many times. He decided he was going to do something about it. He beat the hell out of Shane McMahon, and he threw him face first through a car window. That was freaking awesome. And Shane McMahon said, hey, AJ Styles doesn't have an opponent for WrestleMania. Well, he does now, and the stage is set. So, you know, I agree with what AJ said. This is going to most likely be a traditional wrestling match. I mean, I hope before this match that Greg Hamilton, the SmackDown Live ring announcer, says that by order of Daniel Bryan, this match, or by order of Shane McMahon, because Shane is the commissioner of SmackDown, that the match is now no disqualification or falls count anywhere or no holds barred, because this does deserve a stipulation. And AJ said it. If this is a traditional wrestling match and Shane tries something risky and fails and he doesn't beat the 10 count, he loses. He tries something with a weapon, he gets DQ'd and loses. So we'll see what happens with this match. I hope they add a stipulation last minute. They always could. I mean, remember, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam 2013. The night of SummerSlam, they added the no disqualification stipulation to the Best versus the Beast, which was great. That, of course, was one of the best matches of the year, in my opinion. And yeah, I just hope before Mania, like during the kickoff show, that they announce that it will be no disqualification, some kind of no disqualification stipulation, or do it before the match begins. But as far as the prediction goes, I'm picking AJ Styles to win because I do not see any reason why Shane McMahon needs a win at WrestleMania. I feel like WWE, SmackDown Live, of course, because they've been doing a lot of things right, I feel like they should do what's right and make up for AJ losing last year at WrestleMania when he should have beaten Chris Jericho and have him beat Shane McMahon. But I will say this. I do think there is a chance Shane McMahon could win. And that could ultimately lead to AJ going to Raw, which has been the rumor for a while. That's been the elephant in the room. AJ Styles possibly going to Monday Night Raw, which I don't want to see happen. I want to see him stay on SmackDown and kill it for another year. So I do pick AJ Styles to win. But if Shane McMahon wins, and I could see this happening, because if it does happen, then it could further lead to AJ going to Raw, which has been rumored for a while. But I pick AJ Styles to win. I hope it's a no disqualification match or falls count anywhere or something, but it needs a stipulation. And I didn't say this about the NXT Championship match between Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura, but that needed something like a 2 out of 3 falls match, or maybe submission match to kind of mix it up, or no disqualification. But see, that needed a stipulation as well. But I still think that'll be it. I think without stipulation, it'll be fine. I would prefer stipulation. But AJ versus Shane is something that screams for stipulation. So other than that, I pick AJ to win. And he should win, because I love Shane O'Mac, but why does he need a win at WrestleMania? You know, it's not going to hurt him if he loses. He can go with another loss at WrestleMania. It's not going to hurt his Hall of Fame legacy. So, yeah, I pick AJ Styles to win. Next up, we have the non-sanctioned match. Seth Rollins, the newly proclaimed Kingslayer, versus the creator and destroyer, the King of Kings, the Game, Triple H. Hands down the best built match from Monday Night Raw. Jericho and Owens the second best. This one the sole best built match on the card for Mania from Monday Night Raw. This has been building since the night that Kevin Owens won the Universal Championship, when Triple H screwed Seth Rollins out of the Universal Championship. Now, granted, this build could have been even bigger, more epic, had they actually done some things between the time Owens won the title and now. Granted, the build they've had so far, with Seth and Triple H finally coming to blows recently, has been great. But Seth Rollins, even back then, had a feeling Triple H was up to something. It had a feeling Stephanie was in on it all along. I love this feud. I love how they've been building it. You know, Seth Rollins, he got injured. He had to vacate the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He came back at Extreme Rules 2016 after missing out WrestleMania. And if you guys saw the WWE 24 documentary on Seth, he was emotional. He hated the fact he couldn't be a part of Mania. He had to leave Mania because of the emotion and everything. He comes back at Extreme Rules. He beats Roman Reigns for the championship at Money in the Bank. Then, of course, he loses it to Dean Ambrose the night, like just moments later after Ambrose catches the Money in the Bank. Seth is drafted to Raw. He fails to beat Balor at, SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. Balor has to forfeit the championship due to injury. Seth earns a spot in the Fatal 4-Way to win the vacant title. Triple H screws him out of the vacant title. He has to deal with Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. He keeps questioning Stephanie's integrity. He questions Triple H's manhood. He goes as far as, after getting screwed out of the Royal Rumble match, hijacking TakeOver San Antonio, calling out Triple H. And Triple H just has security escort him out. And then that's when things really started going well with, Seth coming after Triple H, Samoa Joe attacking him inadvertently and accidentally re-injuring him. And then from there, things have been going even better. I love it. Seth returning, dropping his crutch, coming after Triple H using the crutch on Seth's injured leg. And then their hold harmless agreement segment on Raw was great. With Seth talking about, or with Triple H talking about Seth being the proverbial one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, and he won't win because no one-legged man has ever won an ass-kicking contest. It was just great, great stuff. And now that it's not sanctioned, they can do whatever they want. This is going to be an insane fight. And I pray to God this match freaking delivers. This could be the match of the night. This has potential to be one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night. And I'm just excited. I am straight up excited for it. I want them to go out there and just flip the shit out of this match and just go balls to the wall with crazy spots and whatnot. But one thing, Seth Rollins needs to abandon the pedigree, and if he beats Triple H, he needs to beat him with another move. It needs to be something impactful. The vertebrae, bring back the curb stomp maybe, which I pray to God they do, but I don't think they will. Seth Rollins needs to beat Triple H with something other than the pedigree. If he hits the move in the match, cool. But if he hits the move and beats Triple H with it, it's like, why? Why not give this guy a new finisher? My prediction is Seth Rollins to win. I think we will get interference from Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, anybody else Triple H hires as like a enforcer, mercenary, whatever. I do also think we could finally get the return of Finn Balor. Finn's been cleared. Finn was wrestling in house shows. So I could see Finn possibly getting involved and either aiding Seth Rollins or assaulting Seth Rollins, aligning himself with Triple H. And Triple H has this monster NXT faction. 3 of the best NXT alumni in one major faction. That would be crazy. But as much as I love Triple H, he does not need a win. I think Seth Rollins, for redemption, retribution, everything he's fighting for in this match, I think Seth Rollins deserves the win. He needs it more than Triple H. But if Balor was to return, turn heel, assault Rollins, aid Triple H, that'll be fine. But like I said, prediction-wise, I am going with Seth Rollins because Triple H does not need a win. I love Triple H, but I think Seth Rollins could really benefit from this win and really solidify his babyface run. You know, I hope we get crazy spots galore in this match. This match, like I said, has potential to be one of the best, if not the best match on the card. It should just be awesome, and I am excited. So like I said, I predict Seth Rollins will win, and I pray he reveals a new finisher or he brings back the curb stomp to beat Triple H. Next up, we have a match where the fans are more interested in the result than the actual match itself. The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. This, of course, was being built since Royal Rumble when Roman eliminated Taker in the Rumble match, and he started to, potentially turn heel. When he looked at Taker with that raised eyebrow, Taker looked back at him. I felt like right there we were seeing a tease at a Roman Reigns heel turn, possible sign that he would turn heel. Since then, Undertaker returned on Raw, confronted Roman, chokeslammed him. Roman returned the favor by spearing Taker the following week. And now the match is set. It is Big Dog versus Big Dog. It's a fight to see who really runs the yard. And when it comes down to it, prediction-wise, because I know how much WWE gets a hard-on for Roman Reigns, they want to make him the guy. They want to push him because they got to make Roman Reigns look strong, god damn it. I'm picking Roman Reigns to beat The Undertaker. And with that said, he has to beat Undertaker like a real heel. He has to do some real ballsy heel things to beat The Undertaker. He can't just beat Undertaker clean in a passing of the torch. No. WWE, listen to me. You have your best opportunity to turn Roman Reigns heel in this match. You've turned it down for such a long time. This is the moment to do it. This is your best chance to turn Roman Reigns heel. Have him turn heel. Have him cheat. Have him beat the shit out of Taker. Have him unmercifully assault Taker to the point where referees have to get Roman off Taker. Or off, yeah. Referees have to get Roman off of Taker. Have Roman just be this unmerciful badass, whip the shit out of Taker, beat him with 1 spear, 2 spears, I don't care. Have him do that. And there you go. There's your Roman Reigns heel turn. Have him cheat like Daniel Geisler suggested. Do not have him beat Undertaker clean. You know it will not go over well with the fans. The fans will shit on that match. They will shit on Roman. He's already gotten so much nuclear heat over the past 2 years. Roman Reigns has to beat The Undertaker as a heel. He cannot beat Taker as a face. It cannot be a passing of the torch. He has to do something very heelish, very unmercifully, very not cowardly, not like a coward, but he has to do something heelish. He has to do something, despicable. He has to do something that's going to gain him even more nuclear heat from the crowd and put a lot of sympathy on Taker. If he beats him like a face, you fucking really wasted this match. Now, there is another rumor that this match could possibly be the main event of WrestleMania 33. And if I had to pick between this match and Goldberg and Lesnar as the main event, I'd go with Taker and Roman. And there's those who believe that if Taker and Roman main events the show, it's Taker's last match, and he's going to lose for sure. And you know what? I thought of this, and I told my friend this earlier at work. If Taker and Roman go last, and this is indeed Taker's last match, this would be Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24 all over again. Except I wouldn't see Roman Reigns saying, I'm sorry, I love you. He'd probably say something like, this is my yard, and your ass is toast. And boom, spear him or Superman punch him, and that's it. Kind of crazy that 9 years after Ric Flair retired at WrestleMania, Undertaker could possibly retire at WrestleMania as well. If Taker and Reigns is the main event, and this is indeed Undertaker's last WrestleMania match, he deserves to main event the show. Undertaker is synonymous with WrestleMania. And to see him main event against Roman Reigns would be awesome. But like I said, guys, whether this is the main event or not, my prediction is Roman Reigns will beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33. Because that will not only make Taker, that will not only make Roman only the second guy to beat Taker at WrestleMania, but then that's going to set the stage for Roman and Brock at 34, which was the rumored main event a few weeks ago. And it's basically going to be the two men who beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania facing off to see which one of them is truly the superior fighting machine. And one thing about it is that it does have some continuity. Because if you remember, they had their match at WrestleMania 31. It looked like Roman was going to win. Brock pulled a comeback, so to speak, when he hit that final F5. And then Seth Rollins came out and cashed in Money in the Bank. And we never got a clear-cut winner. So that's why I see them doing Roman versus Brock at Mania. But prediction-wise, I'm going with Undertaker. In terms of this match, Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, I'm picking Roman Reigns to win. He has to do it like a heel. He cannot do it like a face. This is your best chance, WB, to turn Roman Reigns heel. Because if you don't turn him heel at this point, you're never turning him heel. And if you fail to capitalize on this opportunity, you're a bunch of stupid idiots and you deserve to be put on the list 100 times. So I'm picking Roman Reigns to win. This is not the popular vote, but I'm picking Roman to win because I honestly feel like this, because WWE gets their heart on for Roman Reigns, I don't see Taker winning. I hate to say it because I love Taker, but I don't see him winning. So my prediction is Roman Reigns to walk out victorious. I'm going to grab a swig of Snapple real quick. All right, sorry for some awkward silence. Now we get our two major world title matches, guys. First up, for the WWE Championship, the champion Bray Wyatt defending against the challenger, his former Wyatt family brother, Randy Orton. Once again, this is another case of SmackDown Live just providing great storytelling, great character development. Remember, I thought WWE backed themselves into a wall when Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber and Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble match. But look at what's happened since then. Randy Orton burns the Wyatt family compound to the ground. He burned that motherfucker to the ground. And he broke Bray Wyatt, it appeared. And then a week later, Bray Wyatt stands at the site, at the charred site, at the ruins of his family's compound where Sister Abigail was buried. And he bathes himself in Sister Abigail's ashes. And it made him even scarier. The following week, Randy Orton gets attacked by those sheep mask followers. And Bray Wyatt does like that unholy ceremony with the crucifix and singing he's got the whole world in his hands. And that was just eerie Bray Wyatt from back in 2013, 2014. And then this past Tuesday on SmackDown, you have Randy Orton. After Bray Wyatt beats Luke Harper, you have Randy Orton standing at the same site where Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail's ashes. And he shoved that crucifix into the ground, into that very site where Abigail's ashes are buried. That was great stuff, man. I've really been enjoying the stuff between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. This, like JBL said, was the most methodical path to any world title match in WWE history. Randy Orton joined the Wyatt family. He, Bray, and Harper won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They lost them shortly thereafter, which I really wish they would have dropped them at Fastlane. Or not Fastlane, Elimination Chamber. And then Orton wins the championship. Wyatt wins the championship at Elimination Chamber. Orton wins the right to challenge for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. There's friction between Harper and Orton. Orton and Harper settle their differences at Elimination Chamber. Like I said, Bray becomes champion. And then Randy Orton screws Bray Wyatt over, burning the compound to the ground. I just love the storytelling to build everything to this match. Now, prediction. This is where it's hard because it's not as predictable. And that's a good thing. You don't know whether Randy Orton's going to walk out champion or Bray Wyatt will retain the championship. Because you gotta keep one thing in mind, guys. Like Daniel said, Bray Wyatt is 0-2 at WrestleMania. Lost to John Cena at 30. Lost to The Undertaker at 31. And was in that segment with The Rock and Cena last year. He does need a WrestleMania win. And I think what better way for him to win the championship or to have a big WrestleMania win than in this match where he enters the WWE champion. But then there's the wild card of Luke Harper. Because if you guys know, for a while I've been saying I feel like Harper could turn on Wyatt, align himself with Orton, and reveal he was working with Orton all along. It was a setup to screw Bray out of the championship. They take the title from Bray. They strip Bray of pretty much everything else. Bray's somewhat of a broken man. And then he turns face. And you could draft Bo Dallas to SmackDown. Bo comes in ready to fight with his brother. Look at that feud. Hell, do a fatal four-way at SummerSlam. Orton versus Wyatt versus Bo versus Harper. Holy shit. Wyatt family fatal four-way. That would be awesome. But it comes down to, what do I want more? Randy Orton to win the championship and Wyatt to turn face, or Wyatt to retain the championship and finally get a WrestleMania win? Honestly, I would love to see both scenarios, but here's the thing. There can only be one. It's not like Luke Harper is Mr. Money in the Bank where he can just cash in and win the championship or help Randy Orton win the championship. It's Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. So one of them, it's not a triple threat, it's one-on-one. So Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. As far as my prediction goes, as much as I want to see Harper screw Wyatt out of the title and then reveal that he was working along with Randy Orton all along, because that really feels like the best way to go. You know what, guys? That's what I'm going to go with. That's my prediction. I could see Bray Wyatt retaining, and he does deserve a WrestleMania win, especially in a match this big. But I'm going to go with Luke Harper to help Randy Orton win the WWE Championship, and then we have a Harper-Wyatt-Orton feud continuing throughout the summer and hopefully culminating with Bo Dallas getting involved and him getting drafted to SmackDown and him joining his brother to fight alongside. And then you could do a tag team match for the title, a fatal four-way for the title. Hell, ride this thing out till No Mercy when it really began. For a year, that'd be great. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to predict Randy Orton beats Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship with the help of Luke Harper. Or hell, with the help of Bo Dallas himself. Have Bo Dallas come to SmackDown. Have him align himself with Randy Orton. Brother and former estranged brother versus you know, versus brother. Do it like that. Holy shit. That'd be great. Bo Dallas comes to SmackDown. He aligns himself with Randy Orton. He screws over his real-life brother. Bray has nothing. Maybe Bray reunites with Luke Harper, or Harper beats him down and Bray has to fight all three of them by himself. But, hey, there's a number of possibilities. But, like I said, I'm picking Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship and Bray Wyatt to turn face one way, somehow. Like, most likely Harper costing him the title, helping Orton beat him down, or even Bo Dallas screwing Orton out of the championship, or Bray out of the championship and align himself with Orton. But my pick is Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship. And lastly, guys, the main event for the WWE Universal Championship, the final, and I pray to God this is the final encounter between these two, Goldberg, the champion, versus Brock Lesnar. I'm picking Brock Lesnar to win this because he does not need, Goldberg does not need that Universal Championship. This match didn't even need the Universal Championship to begin with. You know, and like my friend Matt Lorenzo said, how is Brock winning believable when Monday night on the go-home show to Raw, when it looked like him and Goldberg were going to brawl, Goldberg spears him and lays him out just like that. The one thing about this match, the build to this match, I have not liked. Because, okay, yes, I like the whole idea of Goldberg has Brock's number. He beat him at Survivor Series in a minute 26. Eliminated him from the Royal Rumble match. But that's where I have a problem. It wasn't like they went at it for like 5 minutes in the Royal Rumble match. They were just kicking the shit out of each other. And then Goldberg caught Brock off guard. Brock made a mistake. Goldberg caught him, made him pay, and then eliminated him. No, it was Brock was in the Rumble, suplexed some guys, eliminated some guys. Goldberg got in the Rumble. Goldberg speared Brock. Goldberg eliminated Brock. Goldberg made Brock look like his bitch. And then Paul freaking Heyman comes out, issues the challenge, one more match, Goldberg and Brock, with the potential of the Universal Championship being at stake as well. And there you go. I mean, the Rumble really pissed me off with what they did with Brock. Brock should have gotten back in that ring, kicked the shit out of Goldberg, F5'd him, helped someone eliminate him, and then issue the challenge to get back at Goldberg. Brock really should have never even been announced for the freaking Rumble match because he could have been a surprise entrant after Goldberg entered. They could have clashed, and then if Goldberg, you know, and then if Brock made another mistake, Goldberg made him pay and eliminate him, I'm fine with that. But then have Brock get back in, kick the shit out of Goldberg, and then you start building up toward the match at Mania. But no, Goldberg has had Brock's number every single time. And I am not against storylines where one wrestler has another wrestler's number. But when it's done like this, where Goldberg is just in there for like 2 minutes and he's squashing guys and he's making Brock Lesnar his bitch, that pisses me off because it's Brock freaking Lesnar. So Goldberg's the champ. Brock's the challenger. Brock's most likely going to win the championship. And you know what I want, guys? The question about this match is how long is it going to go? Is it going to go 5 minutes? Is it going to go 4 minutes? Is it going to go 3 minutes? Or is it going to go a minute 26? You know what I want to see? I want to see Goldberg come out first, Brock jump up from behind, kick the shit out of Goldberg, beat him up, take him to Suplex City, F5, that's it. Universal Championship comes home with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. There you go. I'm interested in just seeing how this match plays out. And like I said, if I had to pick between this and Undertaker and Roman Reigns, I go with Taker and Roman Reigns because I know Taker and Roman Reigns will not go 5 minutes. Who the hell remembers when a WrestleMania main event went 5 minutes? You know? This is really a bold move, and this is a long shot. But you know what I would like to see? The Universal Championship match go on first. Goldberg comes out, Brock kicks the shit out of him, Brock F5s him, it's over. Brock wins the Universal Championship in like a minute, 2 minutes. You do Daniel Bryan and Sheamus from WrestleMania 28, you do it here at WrestleMania 33. Because no one cares about that fucking fruit roll-up championship. So that's what you do in my opinion. Have Goldberg come out first, have the Universal Championship match actually go on first, Have Goldberg come out. Brock comes out, kicks the shit out of Goldberg. And I love Goldberg, you know. No disrespect to Goldberg. But in terms of this match, have Brock come out, kick the shit out of Goldberg, F5 him, title win. Title reign's over. Match is over. Brock wins the championship. Just like that. And I found out, ladies and gentlemen, that good old JR, Jim Ross himself, the Hall of Famer, will be ringside to do commentary for this match. I'm happy to see JR back, especially after that tragic loss. You know, he lost his wife in that serious car accident. Who would have thought he'd make it down to Orlando for WrestleCon? Hell, who would have thought he'd be on WrestleMania? So it's going to be great to see JR, but do I care for this Universal Championship match? No. So, like I said, I'm picking Brock Lesnar. And yeah, it's inevitable. Brock Lesnar's going to win. Because if Goldberg beats Brock, wow. Brock lost all credibility. If Brock loses one more time, he loses all credibility. So, I pick Brock to win. I pick Brock to walk out the Universal Champion. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I don't know if they're going to go 5 minutes, 6 minutes, kick the shit out of each other. But I want to see Brock kick Goldberg's ass, take him to Suplex City, F5 him, and get it over with, and win the Universal Championship. So that's my prediction. So we'll see how things play out Sunday night at WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to the entire show. Like I said, there are those matches that have the potential to be great. There are those matches that have the potential to be sleeper hits, like the Cruiserweight Championship, like the SmackDown Women's Championship match. You know, lots of potential great stuff on here. So looking forward to the show. Looking forward to a number of these matches. And I just look forward to seeing what happens with Brock and Goldberg. That's pretty much it. So those are my predictions, guys, for WrestleMania 33. To recap, my predictions are Braun Strowman to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Austin Aries to walk out the new Cruiserweight Champion, Enzo and Big Cass to win the Raw Tag Team Championships, Sasha Banks to turn heel and win the Raw Women's Championship, a new SmackDown Women's Champion to be crowned, whether it's Naomi or Asuka, a new SmackDown Women's Champion will be crowned. Baron Corbin to win the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens to win the United States Championship. I almost said Universal Championship. Fuck me. John Cena and Nikki Bella to win. AJ Styles to win. Seth Rollins to conquer Triple H. Roman Reigns, love him or hate him, to conquer The Undertaker. Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship. And Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship. So those are my predictions, guys. I know I went a little overboard. I know I went a little over an hour or something. But as always, thank you for watching and listening. Leave your predictions down below. What are your thoughts going into this show? What matches are you most looking forward to? Do you see a new tag team or an old tag team possibly showing up at WrestleMania during the New Day segments while they host the show? Are you looking forward to seeing the New Day pops? And yeah, just how excited are you for WrestleMania 33? So, thank you as always for watching and listening. I am Robbie One Kenobi. Enjoy your WrestleMania weekend. Enjoy WrestleMania 33. I will be back on Monday for my WrestleMania 33 review. As far as the NXT TakeOver Orlando review is concerned, I may do that tomorrow right after the show. So keep your eyes open for those videos. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and listening. Keep supporting my channel. This is Robbie One Kenobi signing off. But before I do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. And as a video, check out all my other WWE and NXT related videos. And have a wonderful night, kids.